Hello, this is Jack Want with CredibleInformation.com. I have the pleasure today to speak with Ophelia OverDose, one of the most multi-talented people I've had the pleasure to talk to. Thank you. Great to see you on this beautiful afternoon. Thanks for talking to us.
And I'm going to show you something.
Spectacular.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you. So
Unbelievable.
this is just an example of my work. This is a very typical collaboration because the dress is not my own design. It's from a designer. And then what I did, I created this headpiece to make it look over the top and, like I wanted to create a scenery which is complete.
You do so many creative things. What started you in the creative process? What was your first inspiration and start?
I started at a very, very young age. I was about 14 when I started making the first costumes myself. Well, I've heard that many people told me that they like the variety of styles that I can pull off. They like that I do all these different characters from, let's say, the cute princess to the femme fatale, and but they still like that I have my own signature look, which is always over the top and very, very perfect in detail. So this is another example. Normally I do all the makeup myself, but this is a very good example of a collaboration with another makeup artist. It's a very famous body painter. His name is Eye Level Studio, and he did this fabulous UV painting. It was shot in Hollywood actually. It was a live painting in a club. It started because I raised up in a working class family and I never had the money to afford all these elaborate costumes and wigs, so I just thought I have to make it myself. So this is how I got started. So then here we go. This is another example of my work.
Very different look, which is
Thank you.
what we're saying. Just many different looks. Wonderful stuff.
So this is one of my favorite
Goodness.
images. I designed the outfit, but it was made by my sponsor Westward Bound, and I created these rollerblades to perfection, to make the look perfect, and then I made these googles and of course the makeup, and then my a photographer I'm working a lot with, his name is Moritz Maybaum, and he also made the set design for this. So we work hand in hand to create these looks.
It's really why you are more than a model. You're an artist. You're creating the whole concept and image. And I think that's really the unique thing about you.
Thank you very much for saying that, because I actually don't see myself as just a model, because I'm not only doing modeling, and it's really important for me to say that. So yes, I want to be an artist. So this is another personal favorite of
Incredible.
mine.
Yeah, this is really terrific.
Thank you. It's called Ken Delicious, and as you see, it's really it's actually real candy. And yeah, so the corset was made by another designer, and I made a matching skirt, accessories. I did the makeup and the wig and the headpiece, and it's another perfect example for a collaboration. So this is exactly how these images come to life. So it is important that I kind of make all these things to make the overall
The
image
overall
look
image.
like this. So
Yeah.
another example. So here we go.
Oh,
So this is another shot. We shot it here in LA actually. And another personal favorite of mine. So
very different now. This is terrific.
I love this image so much because it's more fashion, and I basically don't want to limit myself to, some fantasy.
Yeah.
I also like avant-garde, and I like the Vogue style that this image has.
And what kind of professional training did you get?
A little later, at the age of 17, I thought I need some professional background because I kind of reached the limit of what I can do. So I went to fashion school and did garment technology, which is some kind of something in between fashion design and sewing and pattern making, and yeah, that's it. So I brought one of my latest costume design. It's this headdress. I made all of it from scratch. So yeah, so let me start with this headdress. It's kind of Virgin Mary inspired. Let's go to the costume. So this is the costume. This is the upper part of the costume. I didn't bring the skirt, but here you see the bra and the harness and the shoulder pieces and the arm piece. So this is another very summery image of mine. It's more fashion and not that alternative looking. I really enjoy doing more avant-garde fashion themes lately.
Is this a Kika design also?
Yes, this is like this and the previous page.
Tell us about your opinion about shooting in a studio as opposed to being out on location.
Well, I actually like both. You can see in this image, it was shot in a studio, so I was able to change the background and make the whole mood of the image look like a scenery which is like gloomy, and I was really free in what I want to do with the background, so I could spend more time doing that while working with Photoshop. But this image, for example, we shot it in a studio actually, but the set was especially made for this photo shoot, so I could pose with this little robot. We called it Wally actually, and this little cutie was. I really enjoyed shooting with it because then you can just pose really freely and you're not limited to just stand in front of a wallpaper. Yeah, so this is another image that I really like for being so super storytelling. And then we've got
My goodness.
yeah, this is
Wonderful.
really one of my personal favorites. So the breastplate was made by a designer, and then I made the skirt, the shoulder pieces, and the headdress, and we all put it together into this robot theme.
It's just so beautifully composed and done.
Thank you
Really
so much.
spectacular.
So that's it. That's the calendar.